As we leave off in the Whirlwind episode 8, Soo-jin has assumed the position of Prime Minister. She makes the equality spiel in her acceptance speech, but none of us buys it. After that, she goes sees Sang-won and asks him to apologize. She requests that he be silent while she handles Dong-ho. Given that Dong-ho is the current president, Sang-won naturally has his reservations, but hey, it's better to trust the devil. Dong-ho, meantime, moves forward with his scheme and arranges a meeting with Yannick in the hopes of persuading the father to mediate a dispute between Soo-jin and Sang-won. Yannick requests that Dong-ho assign one of his guys to be the NPS chairman in exchange for this favor. He goes on to say that in order to affect the stock price of his company, he needs money from the National Pension Fund. Yannick accuses Dong-ho of ruining his relationships for over 10 years. He believes that receiving payment for the harm he caused is only just. Soo-jin predicted that Dong-ho would choose a different route since the prize is too great for him. He captures Yannick discussing how the money will be utilized to address his succession problem as well. His second son, Sang-jin, is to take over, and he wants Sang-won to remain in prison. Yun-suk is on the phone with Sang-won and can hear everything, but Yannick is ignorant of this. Sang-won sings like a canary after learning of his father's scheme to deceive him and send him to prison for a crime he did not commit. He weeps as he divulges the Macau account number that the business has been using for illicit transactions. Dong-ho calls Young-won as soon as he returns to the Blue House, promising to elevate him to the position of Minister of Justice in exchange for Young-won looking into Namsan, Min-ho's business. Min-ho runs to his wife to save him as the investigation is started right away. But Soo-jin finds out that Sang-won revealed the truth regarding the Macau account. Her husband has gotten 15 billion won from that account throughout the years. Min-ho receives a warning from Soo-jin to assist those in charge of the Namsan accounting records and smuggle them out of the nation. Dong-ho, however, organizes an emergency security meeting and mobilizes the force to apprehend insurgents trying to escape the country after learning that Soo-jin and her husband are on the run. Without holding back, the military apprehends the two individuals Min-ho was assisting in their escape. Dong-ho tries to persuade Soo-jin to leave the nation in the meantime so she won't be able to save her husband, but she declines. Dong-ho delivers to her the same speech that President Jang Tu-jun delivered to him about being stuck in a sandstorm without seeking assistance. As things get worse, Min-ho goes to see Sang-won and begs him to save Soo-jin. When he begs Sang-won to omit Soo-jin from his evidence, the latter responds that it is already too late. It seems that Min-ho was also given money for the previous election. Dae-jin was able to obtain votes for their individuals in the government because to the money. When a despondent Min-ho gets home after the meeting, Soo-jin is sobbing while drinking. As they discuss the hypothetical scenarios, Min-ho acknowledges that he was not perfect. When he reaches out to Soo-jin, she automatically retreats from him. After asking her to go to bed, he remains behind to go through old pictures and discovers one of him participating in a protest when they were still in college. When Soo-jin awakens the following morning, her husband's suicide note is there. Meng-il declines to call the police when she asks him to. Soo-jin is persuaded by Meng-il that Min-ho's death is in everyone's best interests, including the 50 political candidates who profited from the Sang-won subsidy that Min-ho's company received. Meng-il is adamant that Min-ho asked for and desired this from him. Soo-jin gets a call while they are conversing telling her that her spouse has passed away. Min-ho requested in his suicide note to be remembered as the young man who battled corruption rather than as the dishonest politician turned businessman. Soo-jin laments her husband's passing and vows to exact revenge on him and remember him as the youthful Min-ho. Sang-cheon meets Min-ho at her wake, and the two decide to pursue Dong-ho. She offers to transform Sang-cheon's deceased father into a martyr and assist him in winning back his fans in exchange for his assistance.